Diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Terrell Edmonds.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, Kendrick. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Gus Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now 1st down. They'll start here with Jackson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
To throw on second down, Kendrick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Holding, receiving team.
Killing off there.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Cameron Hayward on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33.
Play action. It's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
First down, Baltimore. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He'll wipe. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and
he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
the defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Makes the score.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. Lamar, a little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
43, Justice Hill, the ball.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
There's not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked up down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback.
The fullback.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
Good.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove. They're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw on 3rd down, Kendrick. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here,
Looking to throw. Kendrick. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Kendrick. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Lamar Jackson sacked. A fumble on the play.
So we reach halftime, and what's been a... There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go.
Steelers, nothing.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, What do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll look to run with Edwards. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run again with Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
Complete to Deontay Johnson.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
3rd and 11.
From the gun, Kendrick. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Steelers. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Kendrick looking for Allen. He's got him on the slam. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Kendrick. His throw incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marcus Peters on the coverage.
They run with Howard, and he is is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd down, Kendrick, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he will have the Steelers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Jordan Howard, the ball carrier.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Justin Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
19-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. On second down now, it's Hill, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Ebron caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw. Kendrick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Throwing on 1st down. Kendrick. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He'll drop this down to Jackson.
Kendrick.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do that, right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone. Not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ravens.
They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And the Ravens first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll move the chains.
First down, Baltimore.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type